Hey everybody, what's up? It's Michael Termini with the Game House, and today I am joined by Zergsting from Galatasaray. I butchered that. But how are you doing today?
I'm not fine actually. Like we lost two games. Kinda like expected. Like not expected, but can happen, like happens.
So
So I'm just feeling okay, I guess.
you had that 2-0 yesterday, and now you have the 0-2 today. I was wondering, like, what's
Yep.
that dichotomy of going from, on top of the world to kind of at the bottom? How does that affect the team's mental and going forth?
I think like mental was fine. Overall, we lost third game really bad. So we kinda tried to get get back on, I think we couldn't though. Like our mental was still not fine, maybe.
So you think that mental game had an aspect in your performance?
Yeah, sure. I think it would like 20-30% it affected, I would say.
Fair enough. So in that loss to DFM, what do you think went wrong? Was it just poor performance, or was it just they played better than you thought?
I think they weren't playing better than we thought. It was just miscommunication. We just had that one mistake on both, that they have TP and we don't have, but we didn't talk about it because it was like 6-7 seconds timer. It was like really close timer and we didn't talk about it, and it just like blew, kinda.
So you went the Nami Lucian that game, which is a pick that's been rising up in solo queue and competitive
Yeah.
priority. What are your thoughts on that as like kind of a more, I guess, out there bot lane, especially with the meta in the last year?
I think normally in world patch, like there is not this big difference on some champions. Lucian Nami is just broken now. Like I think there like you can counter it, but it's almost really hard. If you do one mistake, it's just doomed. Like you can't come back after that. I think it's just like maybe fail. Like I don't know. Like I can't say anything about that kind of.
There's some that's not the only like weirder support pick. So I'm curious on your thoughts on Amumu support rising in priority as well. Obviously something that I think you guys played yesterday, but it's really good, and every support seems to be at least playing it in solo queue.
Amumu is, I think it's fine champion. It's really hard laning though. Like um, champs like Leona, Trundle, and stuff. Some AD and support combos as well. Really countering it, so it's hard to play. But after laning, it's really good champ. I think it's just like second Q charge was big for Amumu, I think.
Oh, for sure. So with these changes, not just in the support, but all around, like the jungle, mid, top, how does it go into you guys prepping for an event like this? Meanwhile, like normally you can see what people are playing on the patch. You can look at some solo queue data, but there's not that big of swings between each patches, maybe a pick or two. But now with the world's patches, everything's thrown up in the air. It's like a game of Yahtzee. So I want to know your thoughts on that.
Yeah, last playoffs we played, we had like so much different champions. Literally, whole jungle pool changed for sure. Like now, Kiana, Talon, Zed, and stuff came up. You like we practice stuff. It, like imagine normally you practice champs one by one if there are new champs, but we had to try champs like three by three. Like every game we play something new. It was kind of hard to practice, but I think we adapted well.
So you think in the scrims were other teams doing that as well, like trying out all this new meta stuff and seeing what sticks and what doesn't?
I think everyone was failing so much with new champs, especially like Z jungle. I remember like so many teams tried. We tried as well. But like every jungle tries to play the champ, but they have no clue, kinda, because it's just not in their role. It's really hard to play. Kiana and Talon, maybe they can fit in because they have kind of similar skill set to a jungle champs. But Zed, it was disaster, man. Like you should have seen it.
So you guys are now 2-2, and you don't have a game tomorrow. One of the, I think Holland Life's the only other team like that, but in Group A. So you guys are going to be just sitting and watching to see what happens tomorrow. So personally, do you want to go who do you want to play for that second seed in a potential tiebreaker?
To be honest, I want to take my revenge from DFM. It wasn't a good game from us. I really don't like it as a team. I think I want to take revenge from DFM, to be honest.
Okay, fair enough. And who would you want to play then in Group A? As that, because the second seed obviously will play the third seed from Group A, or potentially.
Normally, I think I don't care. Kind of like 3, 4, 5 in Group A. They're kind of similar teams, but I prefer to play against Brazil because they have history with Turkey. Like I never had to get to international like tournaments, so I don't know about those. But I think for my country, I will try. Like I want to win against Brazil.
A little bit of a beef rivalry game. All right, I respect that. That's all I got for you. I appreciate the opportunity for the interview, and you guys have a good day. All right.
Thanks. You too.